Brought to you by Penguin.
Letters to Camondo, written and read by Edmund de Waal. For Felicity, Lacrimae Rerum. Letter 1. Dear friend, I've been spending time in archives again. It is an early spring morning. There is that barely suppressed imminence in the trees in the park. Few leaves yet, but next week will be different. Too cold and wet to sit for long on one of the benches. But I do. Even the dogs aren't hanging about. It's been raining. There is a word for the smell of the world after rain. Petrichor. It sounds a little French. Everyone seems to be off and away at this hour, all this forward energy, propulsive. I get up and walk along the damp gravelled path, out of the great gilded gates into the avenue Reisedal, and turn left up the rue de Monceau. I ring the buzzer outside number 63 and wait for a response. I'm going back to archives, that strong pull up to those rooms high in the attics, the servants' quarters, going back 100 years. Letter 2. Dear friend, I'm making an archive of your archive. I find inventories, carbon copies, auction catalogues, receipts and invoices, memoranda, wills and testaments, telegrams, newspaper announcements, cards of condolence, seating plans and menus, scores, opera programs, sketches, bank records, hunting notebooks, photographs of artworks, photographs of the family, photographs of gravestones, account books, notebooks of acquisitions. Each document is on a different kind of paper. Each has a different weight and texture and scent. Some have been stamped to show when a letter has been received and when answered. Archives are a way of showing how conscientious you are, and it is clear that this is a place of discreet and powerful concentration. Why is so much copied? Why carbon copies, almost weightless? Here, on the 5th floor of 63 Rue de Monceau, amongst the servants' rooms, is a room lined with deep oak-panelled cupboards. It used to be l'ancien garde-meuble, the old storage room, according to the architect's plans from 1910. Each cupboard is full of ledgers and volumes of letters and boxes of photographs. Some ledgers are double-stacked. It is a whole world. It is a family, a bank, a dynasty. I want to ask if you ever threw anything away. I find the letters about excursions to restaurants with gastronomic friends. I find instructions to the gardeners for the annual replanting of the parterre, instructions to your wine merchant, to the bookbinder to keep your copies of the Gazette des Beaux-Arts in perfect red morocco, instructions for the storage of furs, instructions for the vet, the cooper, the florist. I find your responses to the dealers who write daily. Here are your notebooks of purchases, the first inscribed before 1907 to the 22nd of November, 1926. Second one, 3rd of January, 1927 to the 2nd of August, 1935. They are meticulous. I find manifests for cargo, manifests for people as cargo. I find the manifests for your daughter, for your son-in-law, for their children. I find this difficult. Letter 3. Dear friend, as I'm mostly English, I want to ask you about the weather. I want to inquire about the weather in Constantinople and out in the Alette forest where you hunt with the lion Alette in blue livery at the weekends, and at Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat and out at sea. Gusty. I know that you had a rather splendid yacht, but I'm not sure if that was a plutocratic purchase of obligation or pleasure. In fact, I want to know more about your obsession with speed, all that bowling along in the newest motor car with the wind buffeting you.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?